Oh
Wait,
my.
first of
Now,
all,
where was I? Anyway, back
what
then,
did
we
they
were
ask you to
called
sing?
colored people. Sorry, what is it?
Did they ask you to sing, Juskow?
I got a couple requests for Bohemian Rhapsody and some other songs, but I was mostly telling the story about the kid who just left, who wants to leave living with Denise Richards, and the product of Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen. I was talking about like how is she's like, I have to get out of this toxic environment. And I'm like, well, how is that news? I just read it in the paper today. Of course, that's a toxic environment. The day you turn 18, you have to emancipate yourself from that family. I can't even
What
imagine.
about Britney Spears? Her dad just released.
Yeah, they're gonna end the well, hopefully they do.
Finally, we free Britney.
And it seemed like she was really in trouble.
Yeah, but how about, I mean, when people are like out and about protesting and free Britney, I mean, that's insane. You know, that's what really, you know, they've nothing better to do, make signs where we got to help Britney.
I was like, why is Britney the conversation? And I know her story is tragic and it's really rough, but
No, it's
I
not
guess
tragic,
it's
tragic. She made a lot
escapism.
of money and
Yeah,
did okay
that's
for
true.
herself. And, you know, when this all ends, she'll be able to do whatever she wants again. So it's not that tragic.
I had to put Evelyn back up here because when we get a conversation, it's better if we cover your face.
I got you.
Too much power.
Besides, Evelyn needs to make her bones in this business first, so she shouldn't feel that bad for Britney.
That's fair. That's true.
Hi, D. D, were you here? Oh, you guys are back. I love you guys. Thanks for coming back so quickly. Sorry, I don't know, the platform, and who knows what happened, but
I'm not
we
sorry
did
about
it.
any of it. I sabotaged the whole thing on purpose.
Someone asked you to sing Bohemian Rhapsody. I caught that.
I did see that.
Did you sing?
No.
Why did
Not
they ask
Bohemian
you to sing
Rhapsody. I needed another song. I could sing maybe far away or maybe real nearby. He might be pouring his coffee. No, it's she might be pouring his coffee. He might be straightening his tie.
Right? Oh, I thought you were a Love Connection.
No, I was doing Annie. I thought you'd like it.
You know what? It has the melody of the Love Connection.
Love Connection, the TV show?
No, you know, with the
Uh-oh.
What?
You're freezing a little again.
I'm freezing? Evelyn, are you freezing?
It's Evelyn's fault.
No, I didn't see myself freeze. I just saw you freeze.
You did? You saw me freeze?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know, it's that restaurant downstairs.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna. I was waiting. I was like,
no, but they have messed up your Wi-Fi in the past, though.
Yeah,
what did
they
you say
have.
about the pasta?
What pasta?
Oh, I thought she said something about the pasta.
No, they messed up Marina's Wi-Fi in the past.
Oh, in the past, I thought you said.
Yeah.
And remember when they messed up your pasta order too?
Yeah, they're responsible for everything. It's so funny because I saw. Am I still freezing?
You were for a second, but now you're fine.
Yeah, now you're fine.
Yeah, I think there's something with them because they're doing so much construction work.
You're not using Wi-Fi. You're plugged directly in.
But the cable. For cable, for Spectrum.
Right.
They were putting their appliances on top of the cable wires in the back. The cable man told me it took me a month to figure that out. I had 3 separate guys come to my house, and I finally only because I forced the guy to find out what it was, because I was like, I'm telling you, this has been going on for a while. And he said, oh, it's the workers back here. They put their shovels and their stuff on top of, he didn't say it like I said it, but he put it on top of your wires. I'm going to get them.
Don't tell me she's freezing again.
I'm going to get them like I got them. Am I freezing?
No.
I'm going to get them like I'm going to get the mushroom lady. Remember the mushroom lady?
How could we forget?
Did you see her today, or did you not go?
I want to come with you.
You know what? She wasn't. You were supposed to come this week.
It's difficult for me. I have a gambling problem, so I had to go to Hoboken today and make my bets. I took the ferry out there. But I'll try not to do that.
She wasn't there today.
Oh, but I want to come. What time do you leave again?
Oh, I get there like early, like 9:30 in the morning.
Oh,
which is
that's
actually
okay.
kind of
No,
late.
I woke up early to go gamble. I mean, this is how dedicated I am to being a degenerate. It's awful. I have to go to New Jersey. That's where legalized gambling is. I mean, I have my bookie here, but you won't let me gamble anymore. So I had to take the ferry, which was a very nice day to take the ferry. I took a couple of photos.
It is a beautiful day.
But yeah, and then I just sit on this bench in Hoboken, and then I go back home. It's pathetic.
Go to the farmer's market.
Yeah, I think I need to go to the farmer's market. That'll keep me away from the gambling. It's probably best.
Yeah. So you can yell at the mushroom lady with
Well,
me.
I want to
Yeah,
see
get
the
some
mushroom lady, and then we should take a
mushroom
picture
pictures.
with her. That would be hilarious and put on the show. Can we
I
be
don't
back
want to
by
take no
3? 'Cause
picture
I have
with
a
her.
show I do at 3.
I told you how I got her back, right? Last week. Did I tell you guys that?
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah. You
remember.
said.
I said, have a good day.
Oh, right.
I was on the phone with Bonnie McFarlane, and Bonnie was like, I was like, did you hear it? And she goes, what? I just heard you say have a good day. I was like,
You have
yeah.
a good day, too.
Yeah. It was like, but she wasn't there today. And a part of me wanted to go over to the guy and go, did she get fired? What happened?
Well, I got to see
Yeah,
this.
I
What
need
else
to
they got
know.
over there? Would I like it there? Right. I said good day, sir.
What is
From
that?
Willy
Is that
Wonka.
from Willy
Willy
Wonka
Wonka.
Chocolate Factory?
Yes.
Russ Maneve used to always say that to William Stevenson. They used to have that joke back and forth. I said, good day, sir.
You stole fizzy lifting drink. Good day, sir.
I know. I had a
said
friend
good day.
who never saw Willy Wonka in college. And when we showed it to her, she started bawling. I was like,
Who?
I can't believe you didn't. Isis.
Oh, a girl. Oh, I said.
Wow.
She never saw the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory as a kid. And I felt very bad for her. So we watched it and
No, you
was
shouldn't
crying.
feel bad. Isn't that awesome? Can you imagine never
Seeing
seeing
it as
and
a
watching it the
kid
first
is
time?
different than
Yeah,
seeing it.
that's true.
Think about
It's
this. I saw it in the
magical.
movie theater when it opened.
Wow.
Oh,
It's very old. Yeah, I went with my mother. I'll never forget.
Look,
and I got a
Evelyn
golden-
leaned in like she was seeing a statue that was
Yeah.
just erected from the.
I had a chocolate bar with a golden ticket in it. They were giving them out at the theater. I'll never forget. It was
That's
at Menlo Park
cute.
Mall in Jersey. What was that?
Everyone-
71, I guess. Yeah.
I say you have a good day.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
you-
God.
you
You
did
saw it
this
in
on
the
the live
theater,
theater
Scooby
twice,
Doo? Dude, wow.
He gets it. I guess
Pretty
we're around the
cool.
same age. He like, and it seems like we also on Saturday nights watch Star Trek and Buck Rogers on MeTV. Look at the two of us.
Today was pretty good though at the farmer's market. I will say, except for this guy took his dog off his leash,
Mm.
which was very odd because he stepped away from his dog like a distance and his dog didn't like move. It looked like he needed help. So I was
I've
like,
been doing
dude,
that too,
you're like taking a chance here because like I've seen story after story in the Nextdoor app, which I don't know if you monitor your neighborhood, but I do.
I know you
And-
do. That's why I had to get rid of that city app that you told me to download. Remember that one with that I had to download. It was just, I'm like, why are all these stabbings going on in my neighborhood? So I got rid of it. It was driving me crazy.
The Citizen app.
The Citizen app. Yeah. Thanks for nothing. No,
I
thanks.
know.
I prefer not to know. As far as I know, my neighborhood's awesome.
I know.
That's awful. I can't even imagine
I
what's
used
going
to
on
love
in your
it.
neighborhood.
Two people are throwing hands at each other.
Yeah,
It's
they're
like,
there's a bank robbery. I'm like, what? Like every day there was something I would never have expected or never heard of.
there's like two people slapping each other really hard. Yeah, I used to get alerts like that all this. You're not supposed to have the alert though to go on your phone. Only when you're using it.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it was good for certain things, but it wasn't worth the stress that it was putting me through.
I
So
like
could
what
make
Ted
it
Chambers
everything.
says here. Juskow, there's no bigger casino than the stock market. You can gamble from the convenience of your
Yep.
couch. No
I've been
ferry
doing that too.
necessary.
I've been doing that too. In fact,
Oh.
I think I might have told you guys there was that really pretty model girl, Sophia from Britain. You know her, right? She hangs out at the cellar sometimes.
Well,
She helped me
Evelyn
with the
doesn't.
stock
I
market
don't.
during COVID,
COVID?
and we made some money. She's like, Dave, do you want to go in the stock market together? I mean, she's insane, but she seemed to know her stuff at the time. Before the Reddit thing happened, we were on the Reddit thing, so we all
I'm on
made some
Reddit.
money during time when we needed it. It was pretty good, but now nobody knows what to do.
Am I supposed to talk about what you should invest in, or is that like inside trading?
I don't think that's not.
I don't
inside trading.
understand
You don't know anything. You're just
about-
saying what to know. So I would appreciate that.
My uncle had told me, and I think it's a little late now, but if we had invested in syringes,
Ooh, yeah, but that's the thing. It's like if we had invested in Zoom, in January of 2020, that would have been some sweet magic. Or Domino's Pizza. I mean, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Tell us something we need today.
Yeah, what would it be?
I don't know.
Disney.
You have to
What
think
about
the
Disney?
future.
They were talking about
Well, it's
Disney.
expensive too. I mean, Disney's always the way to go. Apple, Disney, those kind of things. But
They're
it's very
expensive.
pricey. Yeah, it's a
I
lot
didn't
of
know that.
share.
Well, they said that Disney was pretty good because it's actually better than Netflix because it's cheaper for a family. It's like $7 versus Netflix, I think, is like $15.
Well, you're talking about Disney Plus, but you would invest in Disney in general, right? That's what you're
Disney
saying.
Plus, yeah.
Well, you can't invest in Disney Plus.
You can't?
I think it's all part of the Disney Corporation. But you can't go wrong with Disney, let alone that Marvel movie that just came out, just made a fortune in the movie theater. They got that so right, the Marvel people. What is it?
What, Black Widow?
No,
No,
the
I
Asian
forget
movie.
it. It's like
Shoi-Chin.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Made a fortune, and the Marvel's got it so right, and DC's got it completely wrong. Suicide Squad made no money because I saw it, and it's just okay.
I liked it actually.
Ching Chai, but it's pronounced it. I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Is that on demand too? I can get it on.
No, it's not yet. It's only in the movie theaters because I usually, love that everything's coming to HBO Max and stuff. That's the only reason I saw Suicide Squad. But Marvel just keeps getting it right, and DC can't get it together. It's fascinating. And Marvel's part of Disney. So if you're investing in Disney, it's the right thing because they just keep doing everything correctly.
Everything. I know. I wonder if they're going to start doing comedy specials.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
They're going to do
you
what?
Think comedy specials?
I don't know about that because
Disney's not into that brand.
With comedy specials, you are, unless you're Sinbad.
Oh, very clean.
It's Disney. Besides their Marvel movies where they, kind of look beyond that, Disney is Disney.
Disney isn't Disney. They have FX. FX is a part of Disney.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess they look the other way when it comes to Marvel and FX, but if it's under the Disney logo, Disney is Disney.
Because FX is pretty raw. It's pretty
sure, it is
hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, like on Disney Plus, they have like different. It's like sectioned very differently than on any other like streaming service.
It's a good app to pay for.
So, like, I could see them having like a section, like in one of the different sections that's not like actually showing like Disney like shows or like really clean stuff. They could.
Right, Star Wars too. Right, exactly. Yeah. I think it costs. It could be it's definitely over $100 a share, but it could be in the $200. Look up right now.
So interesting when you get older, what you think about is stocks and stuff. Like I'm actually
it's $184 a share. So that's pretty pricey.
Oh, okay.
I like to buy the shares I've been buying are like $5 to $10 a share,
What is GameStop? Is that like that whole controversy?
Well, that's a mess. You got to be careful of that.
It's a mess.
AMC. Well, that was part of that Reddit thing that happened where I had it and everybody was that's the gambling one that they're taking a company like AMC, which because of movies aren't going anywhere, that might just be gone. And then these kids like me that don't know anything about stocks were just betting on it. It's hard to explain because I don't really know what I'm talking about, but GameStop was the end all of what happened during the surprise that people like me are in their rooms. It's not the usual stock market people.
That's right.
And that's when Robinhood had their problem all because of GameStop, and they stopped people from doing it. And the hedge fund people said, we need to put it was just like those two guys from Trading Places. And they were like, we need people like Dave Juskow to stop, gambling on stocks. And they put a stop to it for Robinhood. And that's why Robinhood should be just let
Which
go.
is like crazy because like rich dudes like manipulate the market all the time.
Stocks. That's what Ted Chambers is saying. Exactly. They have no
kids.
Value.
Look at D. Exactly right. They know you so well. Kids like Juskow.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Stay away from GME and AMC.
Right. They're meme stocks. They're very toxic. Right. They have no intrinsic value. They're not like real. It's not like investing in Apple or something.
Hulu's part of
Disney,
What
is
is
it? No.
no,
It can't
no,
be 'cause
Hulu's
that's a
separate.
I think they have a partnership though.
I think they have. I thought they had a partnership with FX. Meanwhile, have you seen
They
the new
do.
Martin Short, Steve Martin, Murder? Only Murders
I've
in
heard
the
it's
Building?
really good.
I
But
saw the
haven't
first
watched
episode; it
it.
was outstanding. And how about that Selena Gomez working with the greatest comedians of our time, of Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Woody Allen?
I was
Out of
gonna watch
nowhere.
it. Is he in it?
Who?
Woody Allen?
No, I'm talking about she was just in
Selena
his
Gomez did a
movie,
Woody Allen movie, like a few years
the
ago.
one Rainy Day in New
Damon,
York,
yeah.
and she was excellent in it, and she's really good in this.
I
And
was gonna
it's just
watch it,
funny
but
that
then
this
I was
girl,
like,
this Disney girl, is doing so well with these legendary comedians. Steve Martin said he was on Howard Stern this week, and he said, "Well, I looked her up because he didn't know who she was. You know, he's an old man, and he's like, and I realized that she had done more movies at 22 than I've done my entire life. So we figured she was okay."
oh, listen. So Scooby Doofus says Hulu's complicated ownership structure has been simplified greatly, and it is now controlled by Disney, which secured a 67% majority stake after it acquired 21st Century Fox last year.
Oh, no, not
interesting.
21st Century Fox. It's just called 21st Century, I think, because that's the one that the Only Murders in the Building is in. So then, if you have a Disney Plus account, can you get Hulu then? I thought they were separate.
I think
I
you
don't
have to
think
buy
so.
separately.
And Woody Allen is not out of the doghouse.
No,
no.
He's right.
Never.
I'm talking more now than I was when I was solo. I don't know what happened because I was waiting. I didn't have any topics.
You are so right, Phil. I mean, we'd let him talk because, to be honest, sometimes I'm too tired. That's why he's here.
I'm a regular now.
He needs someone to interrupt. Yeah, no, he's a regular now, but it's good to have Juskow. He keeps us on our toes. Can you do a quick impression of David Steinberg for me so I can do a clip of this and send it to them?
Yes, of course.
Wait, first let's set it up. So last week, Robin, David Steinberg's wife, she mailed you a copy, or they both did. They mailed you a copy of David Steinberg's book, Inside Comedy, and tell them how excited you were. And yes,
so excited that it came. I took a picture of the envelope it came in, and then the autographed inside of the book. And I think I could call I called a lot of my friends who think of him the way I do, and my niece, who only knows him from the Martin Short imitation. But I'm like, guess who I got a book from today? But to me, John, and she was like, no way. So, to me, and I've met him. I've seen his one-person show. He's such a fascinating guy. And I was explaining to Marina his importance in the history of comedy as well, let alone that he was in The Odd Couple. And that's huge.
Now, he knows Billy Crystal.
Sure.
He hangs out with a lot. He knows everybody.
He directs Curb Your Enthusiasm
funny.
episodes. He's been around for a very long time and still prominent in the business. And just such a fascinating, his one-person show was excellent, talking about how he was on Richard Nixon's list of people that, were going to take down, like not murder, but like he had guys coming to his stand-up shows in the 70s and, shouting stuff out to interrupt the comedy from Nixon's administration.
Wow.
That'd be interesting for your dad, Evelyn. I wonder if your dad knows that.
I don't know if he knew that.
Yeah, he's a fascinating guy and a very nice person. I told you I feel like his mother lives on my block because I've seen him here, and he's just a sweet guy.
They want you to do James Lipton.
Oh, that's the guy who does Inside the Actors Studio.
Uh-huh.
Marina, when you weren't passed at the cellar.
Yes.
And somebody on September 11th came to you and told you, how did that make you feel?
Well, I was like really upset.
You've done so much now.
I had
to tell us your experience on Crashing as an actress. What was that like? What was it like working with Pete Holmes?
Well, I thought he learned a lot from me, actually. And to be honest with you, I thought my scene I was a scene stiller. And then I didn't even show up in another episode.
Yeah. Well,
like what's
the
deal with that?
Well, I think the best part about your episode is that he goes, Marina Franklin, what are you doing here? So that's
I know it's kind of cool.
What's better than that? Yeah.
He made me out to be like this. He made me out to be like this huge, and I was like still struggling. I mean, I know
still struggling, but Yes, it's still pretty cool the way you got introduced just
It
walking. He was so
was.
excited to see you on the street, as if, it was seeing, Martin Short or somebody like that. It was great. And then
I don't know if I
laced
want.
into him. It was a great little cameo.
I don't know how I want Juskow to do.
I do a Paul Mooney imitation on a
Oh,
daily basis.
please don't
here.
say the N-word. Please don't.
No. I'm just saying I do it by just constantly talking, and I could go until 5 a.m. That's my
Okay.
Paul Mooney imitation.
Is that what do you say?
What, Paul Mooney?
Oh, you said you just say
No,
I
I'm
could
just
go
saying
on.
you just keep talking until 5 a.m. That's my Paul Mooney imitation. That's what I used to see him at Caroline's all the time. And I told you the wait staff was always like, well, we love him, but we have to be here till 5 a.m. and people are falling asleep at the tables, but they stay.
That's now happening with Al Franken, by the way.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah, I saw that he's performing.
But I got to meet him last Monday, and it was really exciting for me.
I was excited to meet him too, but everyone's like, wrap it up.
Yeah, and Venus Boys 3 says Michael Keaton was a great Batman, but so I just watched Michael Keaton on the Evening at the Improv from the 80s, or maybe from the late 70s. It was awesome. He was so cool.
Well, while we're at the 4 o'clock on hour, I don't know if I said that right. Now that we're at the 4 o'clock hour, I had this moment, by the way, on stage this weekend where I was telling a joke and I didn't do it right because I'm still figuring out the wording. And I was talking about how you can find your examination for breast cancer is by having a bad lay because you'll have time to fill around. And I ended my set with and I looked at these two young girls, these two blonde twins, and I go, have bad lays. And it just ended with everyone was like, what is she talking about? I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Nothing, Juskow?
Well, I was gonna say something about I would check you for breast cancer if you want, but then none of it was working. None. Because,
well, that's why it's so hard to do. It's
when I shut up like that, you must realize I'm doing it as everybody a favor.
Most jokes. Yes, I was like, oh, it must be serious. When he's quiet, I'm like, what is happening?
I actually thought before I spoke.
But go ahead, Evelyn. Give our reviews.
I have our reviews. I just have one for this week, but it's pretty long. So it comes from our Instagram page from Philip L. Rogers, who I think has been on the live stream before. This was on a post about the most recent episode with Shauna Lane and Dr. Florencia Polite. And he says, Marina, please keep talking about COVID-19 vaccinations because I'm in Topeka, Kansas, and most of these people at my job aren't trying to vaccinate. The plant I work at is probably 70% Republican, and they don't follow the company's rules on masks. Where I work at, the rules are if you're not vaccinated, they must wear a mask at all times. If they are vaccinated, just wear a mask in bathrooms or in close quarter work areas. I hear people that are anti-mask and are around here with no masks mumble about not wanting to wear one. Please keep us informed and doing the good work. I am proud of you, Marina.
Oh, thank you. And
Did Shauna Lane mention her boyfriend multiple times on the show? Because that's what she seems to do.
She did mention him once.
That's all every time I see her, it's always and my boyfriend said.
She said her husband, though.
What? She got married?
Then corrected herself. She said, I mean, my boyfriend.
See, there's something up with that. That's all she ever says. Every time I see her.
She said her husband, and then she corrected herself. So we got to find out what's going on. Yeah, because the marriage must be in the cards, baby. In the cards, baby. Somebody wants a ring on that finger. You better get it. That was the funny thing about that movie that I was talking about earlier about New York City. Huh?
Nothing.
Wait, that movie in New York City was the woman got upset with this guy because he stole her wedding ring. And she's like, tell me it's not true. Tell me it's not true. And then she slapped him 5 times. Wow. And that's what's great about old classic movies.
I'm trying to look up the movie.
Not a slapping. The movie. It's something in New York. Very
I got it.
old.
What was it?
It was on around
Central Park. Is it called Central Park? Or
Yeah.
Embers of Evil, Spinach versus Hamburger. No, that can't be right. Oh,
I
right.
think it's
Know Your
Central Park.
Money, The Naked City. No,
Was it?
Sweet Smell of Success.
It's a murder mystery, right?
The Naked City, I think, is a murder mystery.
It's got to be the murder mystery.
A step-by-step look at a murder investigation on the streets of New York. That must have been the one you saw. It was on at noon.
I think so. Yes,
The
that's
Naked
the one.
City, 1948.
And the detective sounds like a leprechaun.
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's exact. Barry Fitzgerald makes a lot of sense. Everything
That
you're
he sounds
saying.
like a leprechaun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
mean,
he
if you
was
look at the
Irish.
picture of him, he looks like a leprechaun. It's really funny. Barry Fitzgerald.
It's called The Naked City. Yeah, I want to watch it again because it was so funny. I mean, that scene where she's like, if she only been born ugly.
Yeah, that's funny.
Which I've said oftentimes in dating is like, I was just like, I need to go back to dating unattractive men. It's so much easier.
Oh, this is the one. This is a legendary quote. There are 8 million stories in the Naked City. This has been one of them.
Oh, it comes from that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I don't know anything about medicine, doctor, but that's one prescription that never cured anything. And here's the last one. Thought you were off the liquor. Liquor is bad, weakens your character. How can a man like me trust a liar like you? I can't.
I love it.
All those movies back then had those.
They had great
lines,
quotes.
right?
Were there any other reviews, Evelyn? That was it?
Oh, sorry.
That was just the one I grabbed because it's a bit long.
Oh, okay. And then we have Stace Williams, who we really appreciate. We do have to go, but I do want to say, thank you for joining us. Sorry for the brief interruption today. Things happen. We're on the internet, but one thing you can count on is us being here. Oh my goodness. I was Sagittarius before I go. I was watching very old commercials recently. One said, if you're a woman, what do you do if you have a flat tire and there isn't a man around? She went to pay a payphone. It was an ad for a phone. Yeah, the idea of so many things. That's just like,
what do you do if there's not a man around?
Part of that quote with that woman who's like, I wish she had been, just born ugly or whatever. The father goes, she was our only child and we had no other child. We didn't have a boy. Like his emphasis on the fact that he didn't have a boy was so disturbing. I was like, okay, here we go. But it was nice seeing all of you too. Thank you, Honest FM. Thank you, Sagittarius and Scooby Doofus and on and on. D. Thank you, Venus Boys, always being here.
Scooby Doofus.
Thank you, Scooby Doofus, Ted Chambers, Phil Hess, all of you. Thank you so much for always joining us. It's a great time we have here on the
Venus
YouTube.
Boys 3 put?
What did she put?
Another great episode of the Juskow Show.
I know, right? It is
Sorry,
true.
Evelyn.
It is.
Hey, yeah, right. Good luck, Evelyn. Good luck on that's
Thank you, Marcus.
I really wish I could go. I'm a little bummed.
I'm not finished, Juskow.
I'm sorry.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. I want you all to remember that Friends Like Us is available on all platforms. It's available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, and it's a really important episode that is going out, that's out right now with Dr. Polite. She dispels a lot of those conspiracy theories. And she is a Harvard graduate. She's actually in the hospital. And one of the most important things she mentions, and I think this is something I need to say to you all here, the medical staff, they're tired. And when it's not enough just to say they're tired, the empathy is leaving, is what she says. So for patients who are not vaccinated, if you're looking for, you know how sometimes you go into the hospital and you're like, I don't think they really care about me. Guess what?
They've had it.
They've had it. It's like a mother telling a bad child, didn't I tell you not to go on that street? Didn't I tell you not to go in that and you went in the street and you got hit by a car. Now whose fault is that? That is what's going on. It's a really great episode. She knows what she's talking about. She's well informed. I love her. She's sister to Christina Greer. They're really smart sisters. And then also what's coming out next week is a young actor friend that I just met, Nigerian young actor who's playing in the Wu-Tang series, the second series that's going out on, we were speaking about Hulu. So check that out. And yeah, we also have these t-shirts, all this merch for sale with Marina Franklin's new logo that Juskow loves so much. And you guys are all the best. Just keep following us here. And this week at the Comedy Cellar, comedycellar.com, go and get your tickets because we'll be performing live, Evelyn and I and Von DiCarlo. I'll be doing a full hour and you'll get to see Evelyn perform. So if you're in New York, come and check us out. You could also go to Marina Live Comedy at Gmail. That's Marina Live Comedy at Gmail. And if you send me a message right now, I'll get you 2 free tickets to that show. So you don't have to pay for entry because it's like 15. What am I going to wear? Well, since Keith Robinson said I've been dressing like a scarecrow lately.
I didn't want to say anything, but
I have to figure it out. I have to figure it out. I have to like spice up.
I know you put thought into it. I mean, that's why you're special. You looked amazing.
Well, yeah, but that was for my special. This is really to work out some new longer bits, more material.
Though, you know how it is. You're going to dress up a little for an hour, doing an hour.
What are you doing here? What you doing, Jess? Just something.
No, I'm always curious. I always think about what I'm going to wear. I think about it ahead of time. It's weird. Like a girl.
Well, we do know you're questionable. We don't know what's going on. Right? Yeah. Isn't this true?
I don't know. Well, I was going to ask Evelyn.
Look at his background.
What, you don't like BTS? Are you prejudiced?
So, Evelyn, tell our listeners where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Evelyn G. Frick. I write for Reductress as well, so you can find my work on their website. I'll be, in addition to this upcoming show with Marina, I'll be doing October 14th, I think. I need to check the New York Queer Comedy Festival. So you can get tickets. The link is in my bio on social media, so you can get tickets there.
Yes, and Juskow, who was patiently waiting. I'm always nervous. It's like I want him to be quiet, but then when he's quiet, I'm like so nervous as to why he's quiet.
I didn't want to interrupt Evelyn. I mean, I really try. I don't mind so much, but Evelyn's just a kid.
All right. All right, go ahead, Juskow.
Well, I will tell you that in that West Side Comedy Club on October 6th, you've been replaced with Chanel Ali. I found another black comedian that I now like. So because you refuse to play there. I've asked you multiple times.
Who is this girl?
Chanel Ali. She's new. She's coming to get you. She's terrific.
Why does she have to come and get me? Why can't she just be a part of it?
Why can't they be friends?
Much more fun the other way.
Oh, you like to see women fighting?
Yeah, there's a rival. So I have her and Lenny Marcus on October 6th, and we'll do that, but that's pretty far away. And of course, I have my new Tuesday night show on YouTube through the Comedy Cellar. It's a football program, but mostly Rachel Feinstein's on this week at 6 o'clock, 6 to 7 Eastern Standard Time. So we're not going to talk that much about football. At the 7 o'clock hour, we talk a little bit more football with this new comic, Michelle Fox. And next week after that will be Marina Franklin from the 6 to 7 hour. And then Lenny Marcus will talk football from 7 to 8. So I've been enjoying that show. It's really fun. Do you know that I talk for 15 minutes straight on that show before I bring in a guest?
I believe it.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I believe it.
The opening 15 minutes, my favorite part of the show.
We do like to watch you. Well, I want to thank you all. Be safe. Make sure you wash your hands. Wear your mask still if you want to. If you're inside, you should. Get vaccinated. And don't forget, Black Lives Matter.
BTS forever. And Black Lives Matter.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.